Good morning. Full site editing comes to WordPress next week. It's incredibly powerful, but there are some things that will confuse you. So here are 20 of my best tips and tricks to help you get through that confusion and also do some super cool stuff. The most powerful feature of full site editing is this ability to edit the actual templates of your website, which will then apply to multiple pages and multiple posts. A great example of this is the single post template, which you can edit. So here's my single post template, and if I do a simple thing like move the post title above the featured image and then just center it, that will then apply to all the posts on my site. So when I save this now and go and visit my site, and click on any of my posts, we'll see that the title now is above the featured image, but that applies to every single post. However, it can get confusing in terms of what templates you've actually edited, but there is a very simple and quick way to find out what templates you've changed. You just go back to your site templates here and look for a little blue dot just on that icon up there. The icon will change depending on the theme, but that's how you can tell that all these templates are the ones that you've actually edited. They will also be the first ones that appear in this list. It's very, very simple now to revert a template back to its default state. Go to your templates in the site editor, find the template that you want to revert, and on the right of the template that you've changed, you'll see these three little dots. Click on that, and you'll see there's an option there to clear customizations. Click on that, and that template will be reverted back to its original. If you want to create your own page template, it's a bit of a weird workaround, but it does work. This is how you do it. So you might think you do it from the template screen because we have this add new template up here, but actually all we can create from here is a front page and a search template, which is a little bit strange. So actually the workaround for now, I'm sure this will change in a future version, is within your pages, you do it. So if I'm going to create a new page here, then over on the right, you'll see this box where it says template page. And you'll see there's an option here to create a new template. So if I wanted to create a landing page template, this is where I'd actually create it. So it is a bit of a kludgy workaround, but it does work in my tests. Just create them within your pages. That'll actually launch you into a particular page. So in my instance here, I actually just want to delete everything because this landing page just needs to be blank. And I'm going to publish that. But you'll now see when I actually do go back to my templates, that is one of the templates that's listed in my template list. There it is. And I can edit that now like I would any normal template in the site editor. So that's how you do it. Kludgy workaround, but it works. Here's a creative idea for you, and that's to use the row block in interesting ways. The row block lets you put multiple blocks in a row next to it. Here's just one potentially interesting idea how you might use it. So what I've done here is I've taken the post title, but I've put next to it written by the post author block. Those are all individual blocks. But you can put any block you like in these rows. This is what it looks like on the output. Tennis Drills for Beginners, written by Jamie. So it's just a really interesting, I think, example of how you can use the row block with full site editing. If you create your own templates, but want to use them on other websites that you're building, you can do that now. Just go over to the right, click on the three dots in the top right once you're in the site editor, and you'll see Tools, Export. Click on that, and it downloads a zip file to your computer with all your new page templates within. The quickest and easiest way to add menu items, in my experience, is to use the list view. Click on the list view up here. Choose the menu item that you want to appear, your new menu item to appear after. Then just hit return and it adds the link for you. Then you can just add your page as normal. WordPress now saves your menus as custom post types. If you want to manage your menus, it's slightly different in full site editing. There are two ways to do this. Make sure you click on the navigation block, the top level. Click on select menu and then go down here and click on manage menus. That will open up all your menus you've created in here. You can edit them and quick edit them or trash them here. You can also do it within the site editor though. If I want to delete this menu, select the top level navigation block, head over here on the right, click on advanced, come down here and click on delete menu. If you want to rename your menus, you can also do that in the right hand settings panel. Just make sure you've selected the top level navigation block, head over here to the right, click on advanced, and you'll see there's an option here to change the menu name to anything you like. If you want to add space between two menu items, you can do that. Just select the menu item where you want the space to appear after, hit return. That's going to add a link, but then click up here in this icon here, and you can transform that link to the spacer block, and it's a special horizontal spacer block that you can drag left and right. You can also change the width and the pixels over on the right. You can also set your own color palettes. These might be brand colors that you want to use throughout your site. It's very simple to do in global styles. Go to your site editor, click on the styles icon in the top right, click on colors, and then you'll see you've got a palette here. This is your theme palette, but click onto that. And down here you'll have custom. This is where you can actually add your own custom colors. So you can put in your own colors here, or you can just use some. I'll choose some, put them in, click done. Let's just choose one more. So I'm just adding 2. Obviously I could add more. Now what's great, once I've saved those and then I go and create a new page on my website, they will be available for me to use throughout my site. So let's put some content in here. Now if I go to the block itself and go to color, there's my custom colors that I just added. You can also set the styles globally for each individual block, which is really, really powerful. We have to go to a page template to access these. Doesn't matter which one. Click on the styles icon in the top right, come down here, click onto blocks, find the block you want to edit. In my case, it's the button block, and colors. And then I'm just going to change the background color very quickly to that sort of purpley color. Click save. Now when I create a new page on my website or use that button block anywhere within my website, those are the styles that it'll actually pull in automatically. Let me add the buttons block quickly here for you. And you'll see here when I write some text, it's going to pull in that style automatically. If you've changed the global styles on your site, but you've made an absolute dog's dinner of things like I have on this website, it's very simple to revert back to the base default styles. Just go back to the full site editor, click on the global stars icon in the top right, then click on these 3 little dots here and choose reset to defaults. That'll take things back to how they were before you created your mess. I have noticed a few themes now are automatically creating pages for you and then linking those pages to page templates. So when you go to the page to edit the content, there's no content in there whatsoever. So if you're ever in that situation, you need to go to the templates to find the content. So in this case, we go to templates and then there's a page -about. That's where you edit it. If you want to display a hamburger menu on your site as opposed to a traditional menu, go to your full site editor, click on the navigation block, then over in the settings panel on the right, choose always where it says overlay menu. Then you'll just have your hamburger menu showing. This is how you create a page with a different header or a different navigation. There's a few steps to this, but they're pretty straightforward. What I'm going to do to start with is actually just grab some content from the normal page design, the normal page template. What I'm going to do is just nab some of this content. I could recreate this from scratch, but I'm going to show you something which is quite interesting, which will help you in other stuff most likely. So what I'm actually going to do is just grab the group here, and then I'm going to click on these 3 dots, and I'm going to make this a template part, and I'm going to say Jamie's page. Okay, and then I'm going to select general here and just click create. Okay, and it's basically saved that off as a template part that I can then reuse within my new page. Now I need to go off and create my page template, which is kind of how I showed you how we do it before. This is this slightly clunky workaround. I'm going to go over to page template here, click new, and I'm going to call this my new landing page. That basically creates that page template for me now. So now when I go to appearance and editor, back to the full site editing templates, we should see my template is now there. I can click onto that. And basically now I can design this how I like. What I'm actually going to do to start with is delete everything on here because I want to start from scratch. But I'm going to use that template part that I actually created already for my main page template. I can choose an existing one here. And there it is, there's my main one. And basically all it's doing is pulling in that content that I already added. Then under here, all I'm going to do is, to be whizzy, I'm going to add a cover block. I've actually got a video ready here that I'm going to upload as the background, which is a video of New York. I'm going to move that cover block all the way to the top of the page, and I'm going to give it a title. Let's just change the text to white here quickly so we can see what we're doing. And there we go. So what should happen now is that template is built, but we still need to create a page and assign that page to that brand new template. So if I create a new page now, let's call this New York, and I'm going to put some dummy text in here just so we can see actually what this is going to look like. And if over on the right now, I select the right template, my new landing page template, and publish it, it should automatically bring in the page template for me. There we go. How cool is that? If you want to add social sharing icons to every single post, it's very simple. Just go to the full site editor, find the single post template, go to the edit screen. Here it is. And what we're going to do, we're actually going to add some social icons just under the post title. Click on the plus sign, find your social icons, add them, then click on the plus sign. I'm going to add Facebook and Twitter today. Click on the Facebook. This is where you put your link to Facebook in here. Just hit return. I'm going to add one more today, and then I'm going to align them. Let's add a Twitter one. Again, click on it to add the address of Twitter. And then all we have to do now is align them to the center. Now, when we save that, that will apply to every single post. So when I refresh this now, There's my nice new social sharing icons. To add a really beautiful Masonry blog layout to your site, find the right page template, click on the block inserter and search for the query loop block, add it into your page. Then click on this little right hand arrow here to scroll through the different layout options. Find the Masonry layout, which is this one here. Click on choose and optionally add other elements within these, for example, the post excerpt, and then finally change the read more link down here. That will change it on every single post that's shown on the blog page. When I go back to my site and visit the blog now, there's my brand new lovely Masonry layout. If you want to feature one of your posts or have a sticky post that's styled differently, here's a great example of how to do that. I have a featured article at the start, and then down here I have my regular blog post. This is actually here because it's a sticky post, and if I show you how I've done this in the editor, it's pretty straightforward. I've just created this layout using the query loop block again, and over on the right here, when I select the query loop block, what you want to select here is sticky posts only. That means this section here will only show any sticky posts. How you style those is entirely up to you. So there are my top 20 tips and tricks for full site editing. If you found this video useful, it would be amazing if you could hit that like button just below here right now, because it really does help spread the word of the channel. Also, as you probably know by now, every time you do hit the like button, our cats get a little treat. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button now and you'll be notified every time I release a new video. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.